Ooh, oh, shit. Bad cough off the start. What's up, guys? It's TCM MarkyB here with one of my sort of post i3s vlogs as such. I talked a bit about how we were going to go into this weekend um, post MLG, after MLG, and my pre i3s vlog. A lot of pre's and posts I'm talking about right now, but you get the gist. And I said we were confident going into the weekend and that we were going to win. And we done that. We won the event. Obviously, didn't take anyone lightly. We learned a few things along the way. I think this weekend really did kind of make me realise the importance of going to as many events as you can, because your mistakes really do show at events, and any mistakes you do have that it could affect your game at big tournaments. For example, COD Champs is obviously coming along fairly shortly. They do really come across in these events, and you can act on them and things like that. Obviously, we went to MLG, and we noticed a few things in our game. We noticed a few flaws, and we really were able to act on them going into i3s. We did, and at i3s, we found a few more flaws in our game, and we were able to. And this was before we were knocked out, so we were quickly able to rectify them in the grand final, and went ahead and won it. I mean, it was a very close game with Vitality. Obviously, it went right down to the wire. They were a great squad, and they've probably one of the only teams that have, I would say, deservedly beat us at domination. Trying to think what maps we lost to every team. Yeah, I'd say I'm trying to think. Yeah, I would say they're probably the only team who have deservedly beat us on domination. I think they were the only team that beat us at domination this weekend. I'm pretty sure that's the case. And most of our other teams, even the American teams, were given the sword, but I don't know what it was. Vitality just seemed very good at it. I don't know if it was us playing poorly or them playing good. We just lost dominate a few dominations to them. I mean, we did win one or two. I'm not quite sure how many exactly it was, but we did lose our best map before the event, which was Freight Domination. I think I know the reason we lost it, but I don't want to go into it. There's a few little factors that went into that game, but we'll just improve on that in the future, obviously, in future events. The next event for us is actually Clash of the Titans in around 2 weeks' time. It is on Xbox One, which is the main problem for us. Obviously, none of us have Xbox Ones yet. I think we're working to get them sorted so we can practice as well as we can going into this event. If not, I know personally, if I don't get an Xbox One, I'll be the last few days before Clash of the Titans. I'm going to be at the what's it called, Gamer Base in Glasgow, just trying to play as much Xbox One as possible and get used to the controller and things like that. Obviously, the times I'd be able to play wouldn't be ideal then, so that's not great. I would be playing. Obviously, that place probably closed quite early, and I wouldn't want to leave too late or anything. And obviously, I'm not at home, so it's just not ideal. I would rather get myself hold of an Xbox One, because I'll need one for the future anyway. So hopefully we can get that sorted. I'll have an Xbox One, be releasing Xbox One content, better quality footage, all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's not going to make too much of a difference, but at the same time, a whole lot of difference to the quality of the content. And yeah, I know you've been seeing a lot of vlogs. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to have more videos on. I'm going to try and do a lot of tips and tricks videos. Obviously, the first few tournaments have went down, and a lot of people have realised how to play certain maps. I thought we were ahead of the competition a bit on a few maps, so I want to go through them. A lot of people do know all this stuff. A lot of the top tier players know most of this stuff now already. So I want to kind of go through things. On certain maps that I feel like that at one point other teams didn't know and we did know, if that makes sense. That'll hopefully make everyone's game improve. Hope the level of competition in Europe will grow higher, and then everyone will get better. Do you know what I mean? And I really hope teams do start committing a lot of time into this, because we're in a lot of massive tournaments, more so than there was on Black Ops 2 at the very start. Obviously, we did have MLG right from the get-go on Black Ops 2. We had the things like Call of Duty Championships, but now we've got G50. G50 are a massive company who we really need to get behind in Europe. They're going to be doing tournaments, pro leagues, all this stuff. They've just got so many great things on the horizon, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do in the next year. And I really do think we all need to get behind them, because they're a great company with great plans, and they're all about the community. They're all about helping us European players grow. Obviously, they're still having invite tournaments with American teams and such, but they really are for Europe. They're pro Europe. They want us to grow as much as we can. Obviously, we're a bit behind America in a lot of aspects, and I mean, America as a whole isn't really that isn't. I'm not really sure on the exact figures, but I'm sure America's not as big as. Oh my god, I'm a fucking moron right now. But there's something going through my head that's making me think otherwise. But the American community obviously is just one whole community, whereas in Europe we're split into different sections. We've got the French community, the UK community, the Swedish community, German community, and everywhere. Everyone has a little community. Portuguese, Spanish, every like they all have separate communities. I would love if we became an entire entity, although we are technically, but it just doesn't feel that way. It feels like we're a bit disjointed, and I think that really does affect us. That we're not able to compete against different play styles, compete against people from different countries, um, because it affects the amount of top quality teams that are able to be created because of the language barrier. Obviously, there's probably top quality teams from Spain, and players, sorry, there's probably top quality players from Spain, but they're not able to join teams with people from the UK because of the language barrier. But when I think about it, in League of Legends, they don't really have that. But at the same time, the communication in League of Legends isn't as much as on Call of Duty. It's obviously important, but it's not as key as it is on Call of Duty. So what else can I talk about? Yeah, we won i50s. I'm really happy about that. Obviously, it was my first event win ever. I mean, I've close numerous times since joining TCM. I was always known as a player that was kind of on the fringes of top teams. Got myself in TCM, got myself a few good placements, but we've never won. And I was obviously disappointed with that, and so motivated, and I'm still motivated to want to win more and more. Gunchi, obviously experienced member, and he's been in the position in the past where he's won an event, and the team has kind of slacked off a bit, and we're going to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Obviously, this is all talk now. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep grinding as much as possible. We want to win Clash of the Titans. We know we can beat Complexity. We know we can beat every other team in attendance. Obviously, it's going to be difficult that if we don't get Xbox Ones. Real difficult, and with it only being a prize for first place, that really is devastating. But at the same time, I do really think that we can go ahead and and win Clash of Titans. I'm confident. Personally, I felt I didn't play that well in the series against Complexity, and I think I've learned from that series, and that's probably what like one of the worst. I think I didn't play terrible. I'm just really self-critical, but if there was a time to step up to the plate, it was then, and I didn't do it, which I was really disappointed about. And I made sure I rectified it this weekend by playing to the best of my ability at i3s. So yeah, going forward, looking forward to it. Love TCM, love all the boys. Thanks for the support, guys, and expect more content in the future. I love you all. Peace out.